Hey guys, Austin here at CR Components. Today we're going to do a quick little video on this drive assembly itself. Is a 2-speed JCB motor. It's pretty similar to late model Bobcat serials, long nose, short nose, what we call them. You can see here, the first one I pulled apart on a repair. This bearing is completely shot. Our shaft seal area here. Normally there's a little lip. See, that bearing is obviously not going to work. So I'm going to show you today how to get your two little half moons out. There's a spacer under here. This is what sets your preload, and then how to press everything apart. Some people we've heard say you got to put pressure on the bearings. Out of every one that's like this I've never had, I just take a hard punch and you kind of just tap them out, and both of these will slide right out. Easy peasy. So you got these two little half moons here. I don't know if we can see that easy enough from the video. Two little half moons, and then right under that is your spacer, and that spacer is what sets your preload. So we welded this up because we do enough of them here. It's just a little press tool. You get enough out of the way. Pretty much the idea is just you need to get something under your two pieces here and outside of where your actual sprocket is. So that's why we made this, so it can slide right in. So throw this in the press. Let me get that somewhat square. Yeah, that'll work. As long as we're fairly squared up, we should be good. Luckily for us, we got an hair press. Sometimes with these, if they're really stuck, what I'll do, if they don't want to pop like that one just popped and went down for me, so it'll press nice and easy. You can actually take a torch and heat up your bearing here, right along the inside. Put pressure on it, give it a little bit of heat, and it'll pop for you, and then it'll press down easy as this. And every once in a while, it doesn't want to totally let loose, so you just got to kind of rearrange some of what you got going on in your press. Just to be able to press it that last little bit to get it to go down. And it will definitely let you know when it is out. So, now that we got all that, let's try and not drop anything on our toes. This is kind of a little bit of a sketchy setup, but pull our first bearing out. Our shaft seal came out on its own, which is nice. And let's see if I get myself enough room here to make it out. Awesome. So now we got both of our housings out here, and this bearing is in much better condition. So now that we got our two housings apart, I'm going to be replacing these face seals, but you can see down in here, take our bearings and our spacers and half moons aside. So this is right where your face seals, the metal face seals, get installed. A lot of times, if your motor's leaking from your sprocket, this is where it's going to be leaking from. These just get worn out. They're just mechanical metal seals that rub on each other, and eventually they wear themselves out. Or in this case, you have an absolute bearing failure that shreds itself into oblivion. So these right here, you can take them out. I don't know if this is a big enough screwdriver to do it, but take a little flathead and just pry them out. Maybe. Sweet. All it is this, and then you got your O-ring. So whenever you go to clean these up, if you're repairing one of these yourselves, just make sure that this whole area inside of here, we take a wire wheel and we'll clean this up real nice. I probably won't take these bearings out until a little later, but you can get a washer in here and some ladies' feet and pry up your bearing that's on the inside here. And then you can also remove this bearing as well if you're replacing those. So appreciate you watching. Give us a call if you have any other questions or concerns, and we'll get you hooked up with me or somebody else. We can try and answer some of your questions on disassembly and reassembly. Thanks.